each and every individual to Legacy Partners. Hi, my name is Mark Boersma, President of Synergy Solutions, and when Legacy Partners asked if I would be willing to do like something fast about the value of biggest challenges, specifically for CPAs, I thought of my good friend Ken Bucci and a number of other CPAs that I know, including my oldest brother. And CPAs are just an interesting group of people, right? I mean, you're a CPA, you get that, you're interesting. And Ken Bucci, amazing guy, he has this onboarding system for all of his new employees, and he's working through his Action Vision plan and his EVAs to build an onboarding system for his clients. So any new client that comes on, he's able to do that. So he's got both the recruiting, onboarding, and retention of clients and all employees, so he can grow his business and he doesn't have to work more hours. Like what a novel concept, right? Anyways, biggest challenge seems to be hard, but it's for people to do. So let me just give you the training of it. And so this is part of the certification program, and so it's really simple. So I can teach you how to do this in 45 seconds. All right, here we go. Ready? So you just ask everybody you know, clients, friends, everybody, this question. So with everything you've got going, what would you say your biggest challenge might be in any area of your life, personally or professionally? And then you pause and listen and then say, that's interesting. Tell me more. Now, with CPAs, that's why we had to do something special for CPAs on this. This works in all different industries. As a CPA, if you teach all of your clients this same concept, the amount of business that you will gain is massive, and you don't really want to gain business, right? As a CPA, if I ask you, do you want to grow your practice, you might say, maybe not, Mark. Why? Because you equate, you're like an employee kind of at times, where you equate more business to more work. You're not thinking like a business owner, because a business owner thinks, hey, more business, I can go ahead and contract more work, but it's such a pain to bring in. Anyways, another story. This will help you to earn more and work a lot less as a CPA. But they don't have this in Section 5 of the CPA exam. And so if you're laughing right now or thinking I don't know what I'm talking about, trust me, I do. And so if you haven't done your Section 5 as a CPA to get your CPA, you want to do that. But anyways, going through this, it's really simple process. You got to get people's biggest challenges. Trust me when I tell you this is going to save you time. So, yep, it's that easy. And do this to everyone you know. The more practice you get at getting their biggest challenge, anyone's biggest challenge, the better you'll get, and you'll start to build a reflex to make this happen. Again, a reflex is absolutely critical. There is a science to this. If you're the type of person, which again, as CPAs we are, who tends not to take any action until you understand everything, there's a white paper that gives the science behind trust. So trust us when we say, well, this white paper is good. The best thing to do is just start asking people their biggest challenge. Like, that's just easy. Like, ask your spouse, ask your children, ask your friends and family. And so you ask, hey, George, I was just curious. With all the things you've got going, what would you say the biggest challenge you may be facing in any area of your business or life? Now, we put these little dots so you don't sound scripted, okay? So that means you need to pause there. You don't read it. It's got to come across as genuine. Yes, and so as a CPA, you might be thinking, it can't be this easy. Actually, it really is. Individuals who make it harder than what it is, well, the system won't work for them, or maybe it'll take a lot longer. It's really up to us if we decide to trust the integrity of the system. Now, Ken, I know in knowing Ken's going to get this into his LMS, his learning management system. He's going to build this into every one of his new employees coming on. It's a part of their culture to ask all their clients, all their prospects, everybody know their biggest challenge. Now, when you do this, again, I'm not saying just because you're a CPA and pointing this out, you got to smile. Yes, you must smile, even on the phone. People can feel, sense your smile. That's the amiable energy. If you haven't been through personality masteries, you want to do that for sure, because that'll teach you this type of thing. Be intentional and kiss. Keep it simple, sweetheart. So do what you're supposed to do, no more, no less. Don't overtalk or overshare. That's the driver energy. Get it done, be on. Okay? Be casual and fun. This is not that big of a deal. Don't be serious. Have fun in your voice and think like a friend or a small child, like you're innocent. You're just curious. That's why you say, I was just curious. You might say, well, I don't say that. It doesn't matter. Follow the system. Trust the integrity of the system. That's the expressive personality. Okay? The fourth is follow the system. If you aren't getting results, it may take more than doing something once. The first time you did a tax return, you probably didn't do it right the first time, right? So even CPAs, like sometimes people think they're machines, they're flawless. No, I can tell you my oldest brother is not flawless. He does make mistakes. And so you're not going to get it right the first time probably. So doing this once to succeed, and your tone, your confidence, the casual way of doing it, everything matters. That's the analytic. And then listen carefully. Okay? Again, I'm not saying this because you're a CPA. I'm not saying CPAs struggle with listening. I'm not saying that at all. Say, that's interesting. Tell me more. Listen to the tone, the voice that's really being going through. Yep, really, it's we're telling you that this works. People actually think you care, and you're interested in them versus just like being most people or CPAs in the world, where you're, so busy you don't have time to care for people, right? It's like, what if it's tax season? Well, there's another deadline, and I'm recovering from tax season. Like, I'm serious. Like, go, that's interesting. Tell me more. Then listen very carefully to what they're saying, and then say, thanks, Joe, for sharing. I'll give this some thought. If I come up with any thoughts which might help you, what's the best way to connect with you? No, we really mean listen. Yes, that's what do not give them feedback on what they say. Like, sometimes CPAs, we as CPAs, sometimes we talk when we shouldn't and don't talk when we should. Do not give them the solution, unless, of course, you're not interested in growing your business, unless you have an abundance of time that you want to just waste your time. Don't give them the solution, even if you have it. Don't theorize, pontificate. Don't go ahead and do any of that. I'm just saying, don't do it. Follow the script. It's pretty simple, right? Like, there's three things here, okay? Like, it's really simple. Don't make it more complex. If you don't succeed at this, if this doesn't work, again, you're going to need to try it more than once. If it doesn't succeed the first time, it's okay. Do it again. If it doesn't succeed 2 or 3 times, talk to your action vision coach or your art mentor, and they'll help kind of sort this out for you, because there's something in your tone. And again, this works for everybody. Now, we've invited Avalinda on today, because you'd think this would be really simple. Like, hello, how hard can this be? But Avalinda, it is hard, right?
Yes, it is. It has been.
So what did you come up with that might help CPAs in being able to go ahead and better follow through?
Well, what I want to do is reduce the iterations to success for myself and for my clients. And so I had an idea to buy a ring that I could put on my hand where I could see it, feel it, touch it, and it would remind me to ask people's biggest challenges. And so what I do is I know it's there. I can even feel it while I'm on the phone with someone, and then when I go to the next part of saying, tell me more about that, I can twist the ring, and it's just building in a reflex so that, like a mental muscle, that I make sure that I go there first.
And it's good. Avalinda is sharing. She's testing a little bit here. She didn't say, that's interesting, so she was testing me to see if I'd catch her. I did catch her on it. You have to say that's interesting. That's interesting. Tell me more. You have to say that's interesting, because if you don't say that's interesting, they might take it personal. So good test, Avalinda. I caught it. Make sure you put that in there. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. Okay, thanks. And so then the other thing that I recognized this week was in my script, I didn't have asking for biggest challenge first. I don't know why I wasn't doing that, but that's why I wasn't getting their biggest challenge. So now asking is more important than
anything. Yeah. I mean, as soon as you get in, I mean, you might want to get to know their name. You might want to have a little pleasantries or something. Did you notice this graphic here? Like, this is in the groove. Like, this is so, like, when you're listening, you're listening for energy. Like, you have to feel what people are saying. And again, I'm not telling you this because you're CPAs, because CPAs are very sensitive, great listeners, like, oh my gracious, they're amazing. Of course you're going to listen, to their energy. Okay, it seemed like there was one other thing. Oh, if you're saying what's next, or what if they say something crazy like, my biggest challenge is, my 16-year-old daughter. What do I do there? What if they don't ask a tax question? You don't want them to ask a tax question. Or maybe you do. I don't know. It's up to you. This will bring in so much consulting business for you. It's insane. But there's this nonprofit organization, Life Masteries Institute, and Legacy Partners out there. They're 501(c). 97% of what they do, because they're nonprofit. They're not like my business or your business where we have to make money. But they're nonprofit. 97% of what they do is free. They have over 80 white papers. They have solutions for everything. What you can do is, once you get this, biggest challenge, if you need help, Life Masteries can actually, they can actually do a complimentary gift 30-minute strategy session, like no cost to you or your client, just helping you out. Why would they do that? They're nonprofit, of course. They can do lots of things for free and help you, help them. Obviously, you're going to be really generous with them when they do help you or help your clients, but there's no cost. And seriously, there's so much that they can do to be able to do it. Trust like my good friend Tom Kuntz, past president of Century 21, largest real estate franchise in the world. Over 140,000 agents in over 70 different countries. He said, trust the integrity of the system. Like, you as a CPA, you want people to trust, you. So trust the integrity of the system. Follow the system. I can't emphasize enough. Always remember, if you have any, we can always accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. If you have any questions, connect with the individual who invited you to participate in today's session, or you can call toll-free 888-230-2300. That's 888-230-2300. And always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. God bless. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.